Okay, here we go. Start of the Linkin Park A Thousand Suns album review. So first off, we've got the first two songs, the Requiem and the Radiance. Now the Requiem and the Radiance are more of an introduction song that shows you an insight of the whole album in its entirety. It sort of builds up to it, it leads up to the first song, and I find that it's essential to the first song that you hear, which is called Burning in the Skies. Now Burning in the Skies is a very good song. It's lyrically genius. I really like how this one is sung. It's got such a powerful feel to it. It's one of my favourites on the album. You've then got another fill-in song, which is what generally a lot of these songs have. They have buffers between them, so it sounds brilliant as they transition. Now this one's called Empty Spaces, and it's just got a little bit of an eerie feel to it. It's nice, and then it comes right in to a song which I would personally say I've listened to the most, and looking at the stats now, I have listened to the most, because it's brilliantly done. It's amazing. The way it starts, the way it transitions, and the bridge is incredible. I love it. It's called When They Come For Me, and it's so good. And then the next song is called Robot Boy. It's okay. I haven't really listened to it very much because I haven't. I quite like it. It's not too bad. It's just not really my thing. Then another buffer of song, and then Waiting for the End. Now I love this song and loved it ever since it came out on YouTube, and it's just it's such a happy song. It's a very feel-good song, and I showed it to G yesterday or the day before, and she's absolutely fell in love with it and listened to it non-stop ever since I showed her to it. So it's a very good song, and I just love that song. It's brilliant. And the next song is Blackout. Now Blackout has a really weird feel to it because it starts like it's going to be a sounder, quieter song, but it then goes into a screamo part for about half of the song, and the end half it goes back into a calmer route again. Now I really like how that feels because it takes you through a journey of a song, and it's brilliant, which leads you then again onto a song called Wretches and Kings. Now Wretches and Kings came out with the Catalyst song when you pre-ordered the album, and I loved this song ever since I first heard it. It's got a massively electronic feel to it. I love it, and it's just, again, lyrically genius because it just is. It's lyrically genius. The whole album is lyrically genius. It was well thought out and it was well done. It then goes on from Wretches and Kings to a song called Wisdom, Justice and Love, which is supposed to be a buffer. Now it uses a speech that it uses, or it uses another type of speech like it uses at the start of Wretches and Kings, and it gives it an airy, electronic feel to it again, and I just love how they've done that throughout the whole of the album. It then goes on to a song called Iridescent, which is a nicer song, which is a calmer song. I do like it, but again, haven't really listened to it that much because when I'm listening to things on the move, I don't really like to listen to calmer songs, which is the only reason why I haven't really listened to it that much compared to the other songs. Now again, there's another buffer song called Fallout. Again, another eerie, electronic feel buffer. It's very nice, very good, which leads slowly on to The Catalyst, which was the first song that was released from the album in a single format. Now, it took me a while to get used to this song, but it is very good. They've done a couple of decent remixes of it on the actual deluxe edition of the single version, and again, loved that one. It then, I don't know how it does it, but it moves on again to the final song, which is called The Messenger. The Messenger is a beautifully done song. It's just Chester, which is the main singer, just Chester on his own with a guitar, and it's something you don't really hear from Linkin Park very often. I personally love what they've done with the whole album. It feels brilliant all the way through, and the final bit of the album is the whole album and its entire song, named The Full Experience, and I would much prefer to listen to that than a select song within the album, because it feels to me like you are, it's so cheesy, but like you are going through a journey of the whole entire album, instead of it being song by song on random, which doesn't sound very good when the buffers aren't in the right places. But all in all, an absolutely brilliant album, and it's the first album I've bought in a very long time, and it was very much worth it. that was 1,000 Suns. Thanks for listening.